let me say this and I'll explain this. It is much more blessing. I consider it a blessing. Only online. I hadn't even gone to South Africa. I hadn't even gone to Ghana. It is a blessing to me that I establish online conversation, that I chat and make conversations and discussions with South Africans and Ghanaians. It is much more blessing to me. I feel happy. I feel peaceful. I feel contented. There's this realm than knowing that I thrive, that I have cars, that I build houses in Nigeria. I consider discussing, having conversation, exchanging ideas with South Africans and Ghanaians. I would rather stick to a single Ghanaian. I'd rather stick with a single South African than stick with 10 Nigerians.
This is a hard truth for some Nigerians to accept, but for me, I can relate to what this man is saying because I find it difficult to work with some of the Nigerians. I prefer to work with Ghanaians. Not all Nigerians, though, some of them. This man probably said a lot on this video, and please do me well by also liking the video.
First of all, let me start by thanking Ghanaians and South Africa. It is much more blessing to me in having conversations and discussions with Ghanaians and South Africans than making money in Nigeria. Let me say this and I'll explain this. It is much more blessing. I consider it a blessing that I establish conversation, online conversation. Only online. I hadn't even gone to South Africa. I hadn't even gone to Ghana. It is a blessing to me that I establish online conversation, that I chat and make conversations and discussions with South Africans and Ghanaians. It is much more blessing to me. I feel happy. I feel peaceful. I feel contented. There's this realm of peace that comes to me than knowing that I thrive, that I have cars, that I build houses in Nigeria. I consider discussing, having conversation, exchanging ideas with South Africans and Ghanaians than making money in Nigeria. Do you know why? I often tell my siblings, because I used to tell them until he confirmed it. So one of my siblings actually, who is in the UK, he established something. He said, the blessing in traveling abroad that Nigerians don't even know is not you're going abroad to make money. It's not you're going abroad to experience a working system. Do you understand? It's not you're going abroad to elope from the dangers of Nigeria or from the problems of Nigeria or to have a greener pasture, but in your ability to interact with people that have sense. That is the greatest blessing. The fact that you interact with white people, the fact that you interact with other people who are not Nigerians, that is the blessing. That is the blessing. That is the success. The fact that you interact with people that are not Nigerians. And my brother would always tell me, if you see the way these people think, you will know that Nigerians are sick. You will know that Nigerians have mental problems. Their case is a mental case. It's a mental problem. Some people really look at Nigerians and keep wondering, why would these people behave the way they behave? Bro, it is a mental case. It is, if you know criminology, if you study psychology, you know that 98% of Nigerian problem is that Nigerians have individuals who are on first stage of imbecility. A number of people will think this is profanity, but it's not. So let me repeat this. I am grateful to God every single time I interact with South Africans, every single time I interact with Ghanaians, especially some of these Ghanaians who are traveled abroad or South Africans who are abroad. They tell me a number of things. When they talk, you will understand that. You will understand the happiness and the peace that emits itself in the way these people actually reason. I used to say this. I started my first video in saying that I've never been to Ghana, but I've interacted with Ghanaians to understand that these people have no criminality. I've interacted with South Africans to understand that there is no criminality with these people. But with Nigerians, I don't need you to, as a Nigerian, I don't need you to display a criminal activity. I don't need you to display a criminal activity. My mother is a lawyer. I don't need that. I don't even need you to look like a criminal. Just by your speaking, just by your greeting, I already know you're a criminal. That's the edge I have, knowing criminology and psychology. The way you make your interaction would simply give it away that you're a criminal. It's as easy as it gets. It is more blessing to me in having a conversation online with Ghanaians and South Africans than making money, than the salary I earn in Nigeria, than making money in Nigeria. It is more blessing. The money I make in Nigeria, whatever I earn in Nigeria, is not a blessing to me. It's not. One of the greatest blessings I had in Nigeria, which I am so thankful to my father, is that there's something. He regimented my siblings and now made us always surround ourselves with foreign movies. This was how we changed our environment. Even though we're in Nigeria, we're not all Nigerians. I want to intimate South Africans and Ghanaians or other African countries that are not Nigerians. I want to give you people an exposition. There's this mistake you people make sometimes when you're having a conversation with Nigerians. So Nigerians begin to deceive you people to start making rivals and competing amongst yourselves based on who is richer. Let me tell you people something you should know. When it comes to riches, when it comes to money, Nigerians are too rich. Nigerians are stinking rich. But it is not a good thing. This is not me trying to threaten you people. It's not me trying to compete or rival with you people, because like you people already know me now. I would rather stick to a single Ghanaian. I'd rather stick with a single South African than stick with 10 Nigerians. See, when you're having a discussion with a Nigerian, he wants to thwart that discussion in trying to make you feel that success is based on how much you have. But we all know, as intelligent people, that is not what defines success. Nigerians will make you think so, because outside that money, which most of them amass based on their criminality, which most of them gain through their criminality. See, they know outside that money, there is nothing good about Nigerians. And that is why individually, there are Nigerians that are too rich, stinkingly rich. They are like Nigerians that are richer than countries. I'm not missing words, but all these things are owed to criminalities. So it's a shameful act. To me, those things are not something that should make you envy or jealous. It should be things that should make you feel irritated at them, feel disgusted at them. That's how I feel towards them. I feel disgusted. I can't come closer to them. There is nothing attractive about them. There is nothing. In their cars, when you look at their facial expression, you see that imbecility owed to their criminality. You see, you see a very expensive car, a luxurious car, but look at the person driving it. The person is disgusting. The person is appalling. That's what happens in Nigeria. Nigerians, character-wise, are stinking. They stink. They are a stench. You want to puke. If you're a man of integrity, relating with them, you want to puke. You want to vomit. Do you get? So stop making the discussion about riches. Don't even disturb yourself in telling them there are richer Ghanaians, there are richer South Africans. Don't disturb yourselves. Don't try to, rival with them in telling them that some people are richer than Dangote in Ghana. Don't do that. You're playing into their angle. If you want to get them agitated, if you want to give them shame, speak about the development of your country. Speak about the peace in your country. Talk about the fact that every nation in the world wants to come to your country. Speak about the 24-hour power supply in your country. There are so many things to talk about. Ghanaians, there are so many things to talk about. Talk about the fact that your politicians are all educated. Do you know that in Nigeria? Let me tell you, do you know that in Nigeria right now? I'm not talking about the governance of Nigeria. I'm not talking about the political system of Nigeria. Do you know that in our hospitals, where there are doctors, this means that the people that should be running these hospitals are doctors who are highly academically inclined. Do you know that I work in a hospital? Do you know that in Nigeria, these doctors affiliate and entangle with criminals the most? In our hospital, in the hospital I work, criminals, that's what we call Agberu, touts, hooligans, are the ones that thrive most. Touts and hooligans are the ones that can assess with the chief medical director the most, more than the academic people. The chief medical director would rather associate with criminals. Now, a number of people were talking about how our men in authority rather relate with criminals. All these, their SAs and their TAs, their special advisors are all criminals, and how criminals and motopacked out and uneducated people are taking over the administration of Nigeria. We're talking about politics, that's far. I want to talk to you about hospitals where there are doctors, where there are a team of intelligent minds. I'm telling you that CMDs, the chief medical directors, and the CMACs, the chairman of medical advisory committees, and the director of administrations, a number of them have more access, are more accessible, that they relate a lot more with motopacked out, with hooligans in the hospital than those academic minds. Go and check it out. If you come to the academic system, the same thing happens. So let me tell you something. Don't go to rival with them in those things. These are criminals make money. Let us talk about academic and civil.
I've always come across his video, and sometimes the way he speak about Nigerians, trust me, I know that a lot of Nigerians will always come on his DM to say a lot of things. Oh, why are you talking about Nigerian like this? And the most shocking thing is the fact that this man is a Nigerian. He live in Nigeria, but he still know the truth. He still know to defend the truth, despite the fact this man have never been to Ghana before. When we talk about wealth, when we talk about country doing well, Nigerians only classify their country like, oh, okay, we have entertainment, we have cars, we have rich men in the country. But the quality of life you're living, what do you have in the country? The basic things of life, we don't have it in our country. But the thing is that we are not even proud of it. Not that we are doing this video, we are proud of it. We want our country to be peace. Because back in those days, we used to think that we cannot speak. But now, the internet is there for you to see these things for yourself. We have traveled to other countries to see the system working. We just only wish for a better Nigerian. And I also know that if Nigeria is also good today, a lot of Africa countries will be happy. They will also have other countries to visit. The way we also come to Ghana, we travel to South Africa. Let Ghanaians also travel to our country to also live the way we are also enjoying these things in our country. That is why you see every time we talk about Ghana, Nigeria, we just want a better country for ourselves, because we, at least, even though we were not able to get the privilege to enjoy at least free education, our children to be able to enjoy it, our sisters, our brothers, family back home to be able to enjoy this free electricity, security, these things, basic things of life, which a country don't need anybody to beg him to be fixed. But in our case, we need to beg our leaders to put these things in place. We just want a better Nigeria, and I hope and I wish one day my country, my beloved country Nigeria, will be free, and I have to go back to see that I have a home that I can call home again. That is what we are praying for. So please, at this point, if you have not liked the video, do me well by also liking the video, okay? And don't forget to also drop your thoughts at the comment section of what you also think of the video, what this man said. What do you think of the video? And don't forget to also share with a friend who would like to watch this video with you. And please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, do me well by also subscribing to this channel to join this amazing family. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell, so whenever I upload a new video in the future, you're not going to miss out on my amazing future content. And I will see you in my next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.